find someone with just as...
Там как американцы были. Вот так осталось. Подожди оттуда, куда?
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 13, 12, 11. I didn't get laid out of it as much as people probably thought I was screwing, all the time, which unfortunately was not true. But I did get some nookie out of it. I was born in Warsaw, Poland in December of 1929 into a very well-to-do family. And when the war broke out in 1939, unlike many others, since we were rich, we rode into exile in our own car with our own chauffeur, and we were in the Balkans and then in the Middle East. And I've been, as I said, a freelance hack writer for many years. I'm still writing. Writing for the United States Information Agency for a long time, and just by chance, I started writing for a so-called underground or alternative newspaper we had down here called the East Village Other. Which for a while there we were neck and neck with The Voice. And then the paper fell on bad times and I started writing for Screw magazine. So I've been writing for Screw since 1971. And I'm still writing for them. And then out of that I got the gig with Midnight Blue. Screw magazine published, the first issue came out election day 1968. A kind of anarchistic, hippie, pornographic magazine, a lot of humor. It was funny, I was delivering an article and I walked into the building and a guy who was running Midnight Blue, Alex Bennett, was coming out and I was going in. And I said, well, what's new? And he said, well, I need a movie critic. And I said, well, what about me? And he said, fine, come and see me tomorrow. And he left and I went upstairs, and that's how my career began at Midnight Blue, which sort of made me a semi-celebrity because an awful lot of people watched the show. I think it may have been the most watched show on cable at the time. And it was, I tell you, it was very ego-building to be walking down the street and people would say, you're Steve Kraus, aren't you? I would walk into a bodega on Delancey Street and people would say, mira, mira, Pedro, it's Steve Kraus is here. So it was fun. I was reviewing porn, but then I was also creating, I would come up with ideas for, and I was interviewing people. Anything for art. One time I had to interview a dominatrix, so I was lying there naked and she pissed on me. And I said anything for art, right? This is Steve Kraus going off camera and hopefully, well, see you next week.
Labia Reduction. Labia Reduction.
What's going on with that?
From what I understand, women aren't happy with the sizes of their vaginas. They're just too big. I guess they've just been loved too much, stretched, they've had babies, they've had God knows what else put inside of them. And, you know, women are sort of unhappy with the wear and tear of the vagina. Labia
By
reduction.
usage, does that mean the labias grow or become less taut with use?
I don't think it matters how much you play with it, fuck it, suck it, whatever.
Unlike the anus.
Unlike the anus, which is not quite as elastic. Exactly the word I'm looking for. Not quite as elastic. The vagina
bounces back.
Yeah, I mean, heads go through there. But see, that's really what it's about, because even what they're not like reducing the hole. They're cutting the lips around the hole off. You know, which I don't know, girls. Do you really want to? You know, there's a lot of nerve endings there,
and what the fuck are you thinking? Stop cutting on yourself.
That's right.
And leave it
your
alone.
Body alone. Your body's beautiful. Your vagina's beautiful.
It is.
Your penis is beautiful. Please, just you know, appreciate. Don't hate. Appreciate.
Appreciate.